Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Markets to Watch from Smack the Markets for week commencing the 6th of April. So this week is a slightly shorter trading week with the Easter holiday over next weekend. We've also got the OPEC Plus meeting, which was scheduled to take place today. That's now been scheduled or rescheduled for Thursday this week. With a bit of luck, that might actually draw some sort of conclusion over the sort of future of oil, might even sort of be able to cement some kind of sort of agreement and put in some kind of bottom price there in oil. In other news, we've also had a relatively mild trading week, relatively mild ranges certainly compared to recent trading activity in many markets last week, and that was on the back of some rather dire non-farm payroll numbers. So let's take a look at a few markets here that we're keeping a close eye on in the trading room going into the beginning of this week. So if we take a look at the Dow here, first of all. Now the Dow last week, if we take a look at this on the 4-hour time frame, you can see last week's sort of price action here. We managed to get a bit of a rally on Sunday and Monday. The market sort of managed to cap out here at 23.36, and then we had that sort of big decline. That was probably the biggest move that we had last week. The rest of the week was really sort of mild. It was just contained within this sort of very choppy sideways price action. So this morning here, and since the market opened on Sunday, we've now had a bit of a move up here towards this 2021 sort of 900 area, which is a level of support and resistance that we've noticed where the market sort of tested a few times. Now, the market seems to be softening off coming up to that price point, but we'll need to see how the market reacts once the cash markets open later on. So we've got some sort of fairly well-defined structures now in the market. So above this level, if the market does get above this level, we've got that next move up here towards the 22.36 area, these recent highs. Above that, we've got that move up there towards that 23.300. So we've got some fairly well-defined trading windows above price. Of course, if the market does decline, it could just come back into this sort of chop area where it's sort of consolidated last week, most of last week anyway. But I'll be most keen if it does come back down here, if the market gets underneath 27.65, the lower level here of that range. Below that level, we could be seeing a move down here to 20,000. Below 20,000, we've got 19,000, which are also very well defined structure points in current price action. So trading these markets, very much intraday price action at the moment. It's just day trading these for us, and day trading them during the sort of cash market hours in most cases. If we take a look at precious metals now, gold and silver have had a good run this morning. The markets here, if we take a look at this on the 4-hour time frame, the 1660 level is quite a key point on this market, and the market's now just sort of poking its head above there. So the structure, of course, for the market at the moment is way underneath this sort of level. So we'd be interested once the market sort of gets the structure above this price point. Any sort of trading opportunities up here could be looking rather interesting to the long side. But at the moment, you know, the market's just sort of moved up there on a sort of fairly sort of strong volatile move. Similar with silver, and with silver I'd prefer to see the market above the $15 level here. So silver's lagging a bit behind. It's not quite above that 15 level just yet, but getting above there again could start to look a little bit more interesting, maybe even a bit more interesting than gold, because here with silver we've got that much clearer trading window up towards that sort of 1650 area. And when silver moves, it tends to be a lot more volatile or move much more faster relative to gold. Now, when we take a look at the currency markets, one market that I'm really sort of keeping an eye on is the euro dollar. Now, euro dollar, again, we've spoken about this one many times before, particularly around this 108 level. This 108 level had traded around this level many times over the years, and the market's just sort of coming up to it at the moment. If we just zoom out of this on the the weekly time frame, you can see that the level has been clear structure in the past, but below that level, more importantly, there's quite a nice sort of clean window down to around 105.50. That is with the exception of the recent low here, which is around 105.50. So again, if we take a look at this on the lower time frames and come and take a look at this on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we're already in a well-structured short trend at the moment. Price is breaking through 108. This is that 105.50 area where the market sort of put in a double bottom earlier last month. So again, we've got a fairly well-defined clear window now down to this area, and underneath here we've got that next move down to that 105.50 as well. So got some fairly well-defined structure points in price action to the short side on the euro. So there's a couple of markets there that we're keeping a close eye on in the trading, or a few markets there we're keeping a close eye on in the trading room going into the beginning of this week. I certainly hope it helps and look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye for now.